Very good morning, children. Today we are going to start the part 3 of lesson 3. In the previous video, we have discussed regarding the employment and unemployment and the types of unemployment. And in this video, we are going to discuss regarding the organized sector and unorganized sector. These are the two important sectors in India which runs the whole economy. Organized sector. What comes under organized sector? Actually, what is organized sector? People have assured work and terms of employment are regular, and that is called as organized sector, where people, any of a person takes a salary from the government comes under organized sector, and the employment is regular. There will be a security for the job, and the pay also will be high compared to other sectors of economy also, and these enjoys lot of benefits from the side of government. That is called as organized sector. And what is unorganized sector? The unorganized sector is characterized by small and scattered units which have remained largely outside the control of the government. So they were not under the control of government. These are There are rules and regulations, but these are not followed or enforced. And jobs here are low paid and not regular. So there is no provision for overtime, paid leaves, holidays, leave due to sickness. All these things won't be there in the unorganized sector. But all these things will be there in the organized sector. Most the people who comes under unorganized sector are shopkeeping, farming, domestic works, labor work, rickshaw pulling, and different other things which won't comes under government. All the things comes under unorganized sector only. So once see this picture. Division of sectors on the basis of working conditions at employment. What comes under organized? The sector which carries out all activity through a system and follows government regulations. All the rules and regulations which are prescribed by the government will follow by the organized sector, because they are taking the salary from the government, and so they should follow all the norms. And coming to unorganized sector, the sector that evades most of the laws and is outside the government control. They won't follow any sort of rules and regulations. They have their own norms. The distinction between organized and unorganized sectors help us to understand the working situations and wages faced by the majority of the workers in the country. So, by seeing the organized and unorganized sectors, we'll come to know that how the situation of the people who are working under different sectors is there in our country. 94% of the workers in India are found in unorganized, and just only 6% are find the work in the organized sector. By this you can come to know that, no children, getting a job in government sector is very difficult, because lot of rules and restrictions will be there. They should pass some sort of examinations, and even interviews also will be there. After completing all those things only, they'll be getting the job in organized sector. And in unorganized sector, they also will have some sort of interviews, but getting job in unorganized sector is easier compared to unorganized sector. And the government also will provide employment opportunities only for particular people. So the percentage of jobs that people are getting in government sector is very less compared to the other sectors, because government also can't provide jobs for all each and every person in the country, and so the percentage of jobs are very less compared to unorganized sector. This is the difference between organized and unorganized sector. Once see the differences. Workers have job security. Workers don't have any job security. Workers get regular monthly salary. Workers get daily wages. Rules and regulations are followed here. Rules and regulations are not followed here. Workers get benefits like provident fund, paid leave, and medical benefits. Workers do not get any such benefits. Working hours are fixed here. Working hours are not fixed here. Sometimes workers work for 10 to 12 hours straight. It is called the organized sector because it has some formal process and procedures. There are not formal process and procedures here. Working conditions are favorable. Working conditions are not favorable. So these are the differences between the organized and unorganized sectors. So what comes under organized we'll be seeing now. Such a type of factories which comes under the control of government, because not only public enterprises will be there. That is government also will run some sort of factories also. Such a type of factories comes under organized sector. Even nationalized banks. In banks also we have both children, private banks and public banks. Public banks are also called as nationalized banks, which comes under the control of government. All those comes under organized sector. Police department, defense, and all the things, ministries, all the things will comes under organized. And coming to the politicians and all, those politicians only when they are in ruling, at that time they'll take the salary of the government, and so they all own comes under the organized sector. And after that, after the 5 years of completing of their term, if they again elected, they'll be getting the wages from the government. If not, they won't get it. Now we'll see that what comes under unorganized sector. Construction work. People who are working in the construction sites, basket weavers, metal workers, agriculture labor, software employees, all these are the people who comes under unorganized sector. So even in this unorganized sector also, very low paid jobs are there, high paid jobs are also there, but even though they comes under unorganized sector only. So these are the main things of the organized and unorganized sector. Now let us see that how to create more and better conditions of employment. Concentrating more on rural areas. So government should concentrate more on the rural areas, because many of the people are leaving the agriculture and they are shifting to the towns and cities. First that should be stopped. And what are the things are needed for the agriculture people? Government should provide all those benefits. And setting up the required needs for the people in rural areas. Self-help groups. Government is providing a lot of loans for the people under this self-help groups, and with that they can start different types of business. And self-employment schemes, these are also important for the educated people. Especially in the self-employment schemes, government will provide loans for the people who are unemployed, and they can start any sort of industries or business. With that they will be getting the job opportunity, they'll earn the money, and not only that they will provide employment opportunity for some other people also. And increase of service sector activities also. With this they'll be create some sort of better conditions of employment for the people of India. And one important thing, we have discussed the organized sector and unorganized sector. And organized sector covers those enterprises or places of work where the terms of employment are regular, and therefore people have assured work there. And mostly they follow all the laws, such as Factories Act, Minimum Wages Act, Shops and Establishment Act. Everything will be followed by the organized sector. If they have work more, they have to be paid overtime for the employer also. They also get several other benefits from the employers. What they'll get? They get paid leave, payment during holidays, provident fund, etc. All these will be get. And they also get medical benefits. And under the laws of the employer has to ensure facilities like drinking water, safe working environment. All these things should be provided in the organized sector, but all these won't be there in the unorganized sector. Jobs in the unorganized sector are low paid and not at all regular, and there is no provision for overtime, paid leave, holidays, leave due to sickness. All these won't be there at all. And when the work is less, during some seasons, and some people may be asked to leave, especially in this COVID-19 situation. When the work is not there in the unorganized sector, many people have lost their jobs. So this happens only in the unorganized sector. In the organized sector, as it is a government job, they are not at all removed from their job. But in unorganized, when the work is not there, they are unable to pay the salaries for them. So they are asking them to quit the jobs. So a lot also depends with the whims of the employer and changes in the market situations. In the unorganized sector, all the family members also will be involving in the business or any of the administrative activities of the company or a factory if it is under the control of unorganized sector. But in organized sector, no family members will be involved here because it is completely under the control of the government only, children. So I hope that everyone have understand this topic, that is the organized and unorganized. Actually today we are not have to generate new employment opportunities, but also train many workers to work efficiently and with machines also. We should invest in many industries in both rural and semi-urban areas so that we are able to produce many more goods and services for the country. So government should take all these initiatives that people should be well trained when they are working even in the unorganized sector also. Some sort of benefit should be provided for the people even who are working in unorganized sector. Then there won't be that much of difference in between the organized and unorganized. Then the percentage also, even though the percentage is more in unorganized, no need to worry at all, because same benefits are there even the people who are working in unorganized sector. We can think in such a way at least, but this all things should be taken by the government only. So this is the lesson, third lesson, and we have completed up to here, children. I hope that everyone have understand this topic. And now just see the assignment. Write the differences between organized and unorganized sectors of economy. I have given the differences in the video also. Just write all the differences. How much percentage of people are working in unorganized and organized sectors in India? How to create more and better conditions of employment? So write these three questions and forward me, children, and meet you in next video. Thank you.